Welcome to Barrick Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan and today we're doing a walk around video on this 2019 MY20 Mitsubishi Outlander LS model in the two-wheel drive. Now what we'll do is run through the condition on the outside of this car. However, I've got to say this car actually presents really well, as well as some of the features that just come in this LS model. Now starting off on that front end, do get that beautiful dynamic shield look, which is incorporated into across the range for Mitsubishi at the moment, but this is a new modern updated Outlander look. So you've got that chrome finishes on the outside, that piano black gloss in the middle there, and the different materials you can see used in that front grille just to break it up but also add a bit of different texture. Now the headlights are a beautiful design. They actually integrate quite well into the front bar itself. They do come with projector globes fitted, high beam light, and your indicator lamp fitted on the inside, as well as a daytime running lamp through the bottom to improve the visibility of the car during the day. These also have fog lamps fitted in the front bar there, driving on the cloudy, foggy mornings like they have been in the past few weeks. Then coming and taking a look at that first alloy. Being that LS model, they do come with the stunning dual-tone multi-spoke alloy. So you've got that black or that charcoal finish on the inside and that polished aluminium on the outer side of the spoke. But this actually, the rim itself presents in excellent condition and you've got lots of tread on that first tire. Now coming across the driver's side of the car, these cars come with a color match side mirror and door handle, which blend in beautifully with the whole design of the car. Your indicator lamp is fitted into that side mirror to actually elevate it, but also clear up the quarter panel here for you. Now, I'm just trying to be picky here. No, just a little bit of dirt. The paintwork on this side of the car is actually pretty good. There's no damage whatsoever from what I can see, and the paintwork is pretty A1, I gotta say. Now, if you take a look inside the driver's side of the car, being the LS model, they do come fitted with half leather, half suede seats, so you can see how beautifully they also present, and they come with electric seat controls just for the driver's side, so you can move it forward and back, you can adjust the height, you've got lumbar support here, as well as your lean on the back. So if you're going to be using this for those long drives, family driving, or even Uber if it might be, you've got all the controls in there to kind of improve the comfort of the car itself. But the interior presents really well. The carpet mats are a little bit worn, but again, it is what you'd expect. Just from the driver's side, the rest are in very good nick, and the door card is also in excellent condition. Generally, you tend to see a bit of damage, but this one is in good nick. Now, being the LS model, they do come with the privacy glass, so the back glass is a little bit darker than the front. That is just going to stop people from looking into the back of the car, but it doesn't have the safety and benefits of tint. So talk to us about the tinting options that we can provide with the car. Having a look in the back seats, you can see the kind of space that you're getting. You've got the carpet mats in the back here. Now these seats will fold like so if you wanted to access the back of the car. Moving it back and then tilting it up. You can also move these seats forward and back like so with the lever. So if you wanted more space in the back, you can adjust it accordingly. So it is a pretty adjustable car to suit what kind of family needs you have. Now taking a look at that second alloy, again, completely unmarked and undamaged, and you've got lots of tread on those tires. Coming across to the tailgate, pretty standard tailgate on the back here. The LS model does come with the reverse parking sensors mounted at the bottom in that color match tone, and a rear reverse camera mounted just below the lip of the boot. Do get your brake lights and a high mounted brake light, as well as your rear wipers and washers hidden under that spoiler there, but the back of this car also is in very good condition, no damage on the back. Opening up the boot itself, taking a look inside the back, as you can see, pretty flat. You've got your back seats that are hidden just under there, so they pull up really easily, just like so, and they do fold flat if you needed to utilize a full boot space. Now these middle row seats, or the second row seats, can also be folded flat if you did need to use a whole boot space. You've got your car seat mounting points in the back of the second row, no mounting points at the back here, as we don't want your kids to be in the back of the car in case there was a rear collision. These also come with a cargo blind in the back. Now that's spring loaded, it'll just fit into those two little pockets there, and that'll pull out a shade just to keep your groceries and things like that private. But I'll show you just exactly what I mean by the back row sitting flat. Pull it out like so. And that'll fall flat like so. If you did need to use a full boot space, you can do the same for the other seat there as well. This seat belt will also detach if you did need to remove it. So you can see how nice this car does present, and how kind of flexible it is for whatever needs you might be using it for. Tailgate is in excellent condition, no paint chips or damage. Coming across to the passenger side, fuel filler cap is on the passenger side of the car, which is the safe side. So if you have to pull over on the freeway, you're going to be safe from any traffic. Now that rim, generally this is the side with the most damage, so no damage on that rim either, and you've got lots of tread on those tires. Paintwork on this side is, again, A1 as the rest of the car. No stone chips or damage from what I can see, and I'm trying to be really picky for you guys. Yeah, no damage whatsoever. And the fourth and final alloy, a little bit of slight gashing here. It's very superficial, nothing too major, but the rest of the rim is in excellent condition. So we've got 3 completely unmarked rims, 4 tires with lots of tread on them. Paintwork around the car is like brand new, and you've got a good example of a well looked after Outlander. Now what we're going to do is pop the hood and take a look inside. All right, taking a look inside the Outlander. Now, in the engine bay, what we have here is Mitsubishi's 4-cylinder 2.4 litre petrol motor. Now, it does come fitted with a 6-speed automatic gearbox. So again, lots of gears to actually move through and maneuver through if you did want a more comfortable ride or needed a bit of extra power depending on what your needs are. Now, this Outlander has a 5-star ANCAP rating with 7 airbags, so lots of safety for all 7 passengers in the car. This motor itself produces 124 kilowatts with 220 newton meters of torque, so enough torque power for any payload needs of 7 passengers in the car itself. Petrol fuel tank with a 63 litre capacity, does run on your regular 91 fuel, which is good, nice and cheap. Does have a combined fuel consumption of 7.2 litres per 100 kilometers, or an average fuel distance of about 875 kilometers off a full tank, depending on how you drive and how many people are in the car. All right, taking a look inside the Outlander LS now, and starting off on the driver's side door, do get a really nice door card. There is a leather trim at the back here for your armrests. Above that are your power window controls. Now they're fully automatic windows for all 4 windows that are front and back. Above that is your central locking controls and your window lock option to stop people from playing around with the windows. Above that is your side mirror toggle, so you can fold them in with that little button there, or you can adjust it using the controls here. Now on the right side of the dash, there is a little button here which looks like a card. That is just to flick through the different displays in your dash there. That just has menu settings, trip A, trip B, fuel economy, average fuel distance, different things like that. Next to that button is your stability control and headlight height adjuster. Below that you have 2 blank spots, parking sensor button, lane departure warning and forward collision mitigation. Happy to elaborate on these when you do actually come in if you did need more information. Now coming up to the driving column, on the right hand stock are your left and right indicators, fog lamp controls, headlight controls and high beam. Now your headlights are an automatic dusk sensing system, and you also get automatic high beam in this model. On the left hand side is your front and rear wipers and washers. Now the fronts are automatic systems again, so just leave it in auto and the car is going to decide when it needs to use it. Steering wheel is a very nice leather steering wheel. We've got this beautiful piano black finish here and the chrome finishes on the outside there. Just give it a slightly elegant look and a little bit more simpler and less sophisticated than some of the other steering wheels, but still a nice design. Now on the right hand side are your cruise control settings. So you got cruise control, speed limiter, and being the LS model, it does come with your adaptive cruise control or radar cruise control, however you might refer to it. And on the left hand side are your media controls, so volume, mode, seek, and call reject, and Bluetooth connect, voice control for your Bluetooth connectivity. Now being a keyless entry car with the fob key, this is your push start button. Now there is a little compartment here. Sorry, you can actually take out the key and you do have a physical key in there. Now that is just to open the door in case this battery dies. If this dies, you do also need to put this into here to actually turn it on. That is so the car will register that the fob key is in the car. If this is dead and it's just in your hand, it's not going to register it, so you do need to make sure you put it in there. It will not charge it, however, you do need to go replace the batteries. Next to that is a 12-volt socket. No, not a cigarette lighter. We do have a USB input there. That is just for your standard charging or your Android Auto Apple CarPlay setup for your entertainment system. So the entertainment system is a really nice big touchscreen display. Now you do get AM, FM radio, digital radio, Bluetooth Connect, iPod Connect, and your USBs connections. And like I said before, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, so that'll run your maps, your Google Maps and things like that through that system. Below that is your climate control, so dual zone, you got passenger and driver settings, fan speeds, both your demisters front and rear, and your modes to flick to the different fan options. Hazards are nice and easy to access in the middle there. Now below here, we covered a few of these. You've got blank buttons here for any additional things you might want to add, and an eco mode button, which is just going to save you a little bit of money a little bit of fuel, sorry, on those long drives. Got 2 cup holders which you can tuck away nice and neatly. They do also come with a lining on the inside if you did need to clean them, so you can pull that out pretty easily. Now the gear shifter is a really nice smooth shifter. If I bring that into reverse, you can see that rear camera that, as I pointed out before, the rear bar is very clearly seen there, and if you do get a tow bar fitted, you'll be able to see that in the middle. Putting that back into park, you've got a small little storage spot here. I like to keep the keys in here, and a parking sensor, your electric handbrake, so not a standard handbrake, just an electric one, so like a normal handbrake. Push that down to turn it off. As you can see, the light's gone off, and flick that up. That is engaged. You do also get an auto hold button, which is just going to hold the car there for you when you stopped at the lights. Behind that is a really nice leather stitched armrest. Now it is quite soft and padded. If I lift that up, you can see the kind of storage you get in that compartment as well. Now I'll get the camera person to pan around the interior just to show you the condition. So the back seats are also in good nick. The leather and suede finish on the back. The third row seats, so the very back seats, do get full leather. These ones are a half leather, half suede like the front seats. But the condition on these are excellent. Now I do highly recommend you talk to us about our lifestyle pack. That is actually going to give you a lifetime warranty on the interior leather. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to clean and maintain, especially if you've got kids and little ones. Please speak to us about this because it's going to save you a lot in the long run. And also we'll package that in with the exterior paint protection and the window tinting for you, just as a full all-round package. Roof lining is also very clean for you. Now what we'll do is actually jump outside and wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video on this 2019 MY20 Mitsubishi Outlander LS in this white color. Now if you did have any additional questions in regards to the car, wanted to test drive it, or actually wanted to purchase it before you came in, you can do that. The number to dial is 99070555. Now just before I go, this car does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan. Now what that will offer you is 5 years extended protection on 181 electrical and mechanical components of this car. It does cover you up to 200,000 kilometers, unlike your factory warranty, which is only 100,000 kilometers. Now this will also come with the added benefit of 10 years platinum roadside assistance, so there's a lot in this bundle. With that, as I mentioned before, do take advantage of the lifestyle pack. That is going to give you a lifetime warranty on this beautiful white paintwork, as well as the interior leather protection on the inside of this car. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to maintain and protect. Now these two things are at an additional cost. However, if you're using our in-house finance, would love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just how minimal these will really affect your repayments. Now lastly, but most importantly, jump onto Google, search up Berwick Mitsubishi, see what people have to say about us. With over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, gives you the assurance that you're dealing with the right people and the right kind of business for a good quality vehicle. As I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan, and thank you so much for watching.